guys, last week left in the giveaway. Today is a double entry day, so you get 2 times entries to win this badass 650 horsepower Trailblazer. As you guys can see, it is bad to the bone, street driven, ready to be sitting in your driveway. When you win it, it'll come with a full tank of 93, a full tank of C16 in the standalone, 5-gallon pail of C16, and 2 10-pound nitrous bottles, so you can go out there and start splitting wigs. All you guys have to do to get entered this, go to lsnasty.com. First link in the description below. We got a bunch of badass brand new merchandise. Come look at this sticker, David. Come look at this sticker. We got shirts to match because when you guys win this, you will be street racing for cash. Oh God, wait, can I say street racing? We'll just say racing. We'll race for cash. What are the chances that the new Bad Apple is the same color as the old Bad Apple? We're going to wrap this so it's going to be identical, but we got what I think is a major upgrade, so let's go take a look. Alright, so here it is. The Bad Apple. We're not going to call it the Bad Apple 2.0. When it's done, we'll just call it the Bad Apple. But for right now, this is what is going to be the Bad Apple. As you guys can tell, it is not all steel, all glass right now, but we're going to convert it back to run all steel, all glass. And I think this is a huge upgrade from what the Bad Apple chassis was. It is very lightweight. We're going to be doing some work to it. We're going to essentially take all the electronics, power plant, pretty much the entire setup, stick it in this thing. I think this thing is a whole lot more capable of handling power, going faster, being more consistent, but it needs a little bit of work. First off, obviously, we got to put steel fenders, and you're in the all steel, all glass category. You're allowed to run a 1 hood and 1 fiberglass bumper. Obviously, this is a 1-piece front end, so we'll stick this off to the side. We'll put our fenders on there. We're probably going to try to set up the steel front end to come on and off because this car is set up for that. There's no point to put it all in there and bolt everything up when it's a lot easier to work on it with it taken off. We're going to take the optic armor out, take the doors off, put the steel doors back on there. The rear optic armor, that's going to come out as well. And then once all the body modifications are done, we will get it wrapped. So we'll wrap this front end too. So if we do want to ever put the composite front end on there, we will be able to. But the plan is to still run all steel, all glass, class legal, 88mm turbo, and I think that this thing right here will be a rocket ship. Obviously,
let's talk about these wheels.
Obviously, we got to talk about the wheels. This is an issue, I would say, a slight issue. Big RC Components guys here, big Carter Motorsports guys here. Not whole shot guys. For those of you guys that like all the whole shot wheels, to each their own, right? But my dude over at Whole Shot must have had a 1-axis CNC. He can only make right angles. Like, it's like flat or flat. No curves, 0 curves. So these will be for sale if you are a big Whole Shot aficionado. They'll be coming off. Probably going to sell the spindle and brake combination with it. We'll go back to a spindle mount setup. Probably some TBM brakes. Again, lightweight race car stuff. Not that this isn't lightweight race car stuff, but that's like the creme de la creme of Fox, especially on a Fox body. Everyone has spindle mounts on a Fox body. You want to take the front end off? We'll show them like the. I mean, it's a race car. Most of the all steel, all glass cars, they're race cars. They just got steel body panels on them. But compared to a small block boost car, an LDR car, like you pull them off, they all got similar bars. Chassis wise, this has a lot more structure than the Bad Apple did. Alright guys, so this is it. This car here was set up for a big block with a Liberty in it. We're going to be putting a small block Ford with a 400 in it. As you can see, it came, they literally just pulled the motor out of it, and that's how it comes. So we got all of the, the fuel cell, the stuff for the radiator, we got all the wiring that came with it, all of the nitrous controller stuff, everything. So we're going to be taking a lot of stuff off this car and selling it, but if you can look at this compared to how we had the Bad Apple cut up. The Bad Apple had the factory frame rails, which this still does out to here, which makes it class legal. But it also had the upper, I don't know, this isn't like a frame rail, I don't know, like whatever the hell you call this, the factory BS. all the way well past the strut towers. This has got the strut tower, reinforced tubular, but still factory stock location firewall and front suspension. So it meets every rule. It's got a badass K-member on it. This K-member will allow you to drop the pan while the engine's still in the car. The last one didn't. So that to us is a pretty big deal. As you can see, they cut up pretty much anything that wasn't structural, they cut out. So we're gonna have to do a little bit of patchwork on this. But then when you move right in here, you can see that it is just like every other race car we got. Bars everywhere, driver containment area. It's got a carbon Kirky style seat. I feel like everyone's...
I've never even seen that before.
Yeah, some guy, I've seen it before. I've never run one, so that'll be for sale.
It feels pretty solid. I mean, like,
yeah, you mount. I mean, it's very similar to a carbon bucket once it's installed there. The seat's got nice mounting brackets for it. The floors have all been redone. They're all removable floors, so if you need to work on it, it's pretty easy. It's got carbon tubs in it. It is still factory style rear suspension, so no 4-link. It's still factory triangulated Mustang rear end. It's got a 9-inch in it, strange ultra case. But like I said here, if you go over there, it's got a bunch of electronics. Carbon wing, parachute. It's got all the goodies. Again, those wheels back here, they will be for sale, some double B-locks. But you got, your nitrous bottle bracket, that's for sale. Go lithium battery. We got, what is this? MSD grid, AMS 2000. All the wiring stuff up there. So, removable trans tunnel. It's got the shifter on a mount there. Race pack dash, VFN. We don't really run dashes in anything, so we'll probably take this out. But overall,
nice.
I mean, the car itself, for what it comes with, is a very nice car. I think chassis-wise, this is an upgrade from the Bad Apple. The Bad Apple had some issues where it was like twisting up, but it made a lot of power. This thing right here is a 25.5 chassis, but it's got a really good floor structure. We haven't looked at the bar diameter. It might cert more. When you go to cert a chassis, sometimes you can cert it for whatever you need, or sometimes you can cert it over what you need. So we got to put some glass quarters back in it. I know a car that's got glass quarters that needs these. The Blizzard. The Blizzard.
Nice
free upgrade. Don't you love that?
Carbon.
Yeah, those are carbon. Yeah. There's a bunch of stuff in here. It's got a Race Pack V300. No idea what that is. Well, I know what a Holly and a Fuel Tech are.
Right.
Let's see underneath here. It's got Mensers all around. Fab 9. Very nice. Anti-roll bar back here. Looks pretty beefy. Same anti-roll bar that's on the Black Sheep. Adjustable torque box. The torque boxes on these are a huge upgrade from the last one. The last car had, like a wild rides, but they weren't like super reinforced. This right here, they're pretty gnarly. So yeah, adjustable shock mounts. We'll put some Cameron Johnson titanium lower control arms on this thing, and be ready to rock. But it's got carbon everywhere. I mean, this thing compared to the last Bad Apple is going to be quite a bit lighter. But yeah, I mean, it's bad to the bone. It is bad to the bone. What do you think, David?
Seems pretty solid.
Yeah. It looks good. It looks good. We're going to get it wrapped over at Nasty Wraps and tint. We've still got the factory frame rail in here. I mean, this, as far as class rules go, this meets just about all of them. It's crazy that when you run all steel, all glass, this is how you have to sit to be competitive. Everyone thinks that's like, oh, you just take like Eddie Murphy and put some bars in it and go run all steel, all glass. Hell no. The class is running what small block boost ran like 3 years ago. So everyone's getting faster, everyone's getting quicker, the chassis are getting nicer, the turbos are making more power. For the nitrous guys, they're still not making as much power as the turbo guys, but they're going faster. Some black magic or whatever it is, I don't know. But yeah, this thing is sweet. So don't get hung up on the paint. The body, I think it's prepped right now to be painted.
Yeah, I think all the issues with the body are sanded down.
Yep, so we'll get it wrapped over at Nasty Wrap, and we'll make it literally identical to what the Bad Apple was.
Pictures, the paint looked close.
Yeah, in pictures, you're like, damn, this is the Bad Apple. But we'll go through. We're gonna patch a little bit of stuff. It's probably gonna be a little bit more work than just take power plant and put it in, but
you're not building a whole new car from scratch.
Not building a whole new car from scratch. Not bare bare roller that needs, like, it's not just a chassis. It's already got the rear end. It's already got the suspension on it. It's got a nice K-member. It's got a bunch of stuff you can sell off of it. But we'll do our little thing. So it's got pedal and brakes are all set up already all in there. It's very easy to work on stuff with this cutout too. Everyone will say, is it factory firewall? It is factory firewall location. You can see it's actually the factory firewall. All this Mustang stuff, they just run this cover to make them look nice. The Bad Apple actually has one in there. But behind this, you essentially just double up. It is the factory firewall. So it looks good. Stiletto rack on it. I mean, this is badass race car. So we'll go through. We'll gut the Bad Apple completely first. So the Bad Apple will literally come out there just a cage on some dollies and the body that's stuck to it, and we'll push that outside. We'll push this in, gut this completely, and then we'll have a blank slate to work. Obviously, we got to do some fab work, being that it was set up for a big block Chevy. It's got mid-plate location. We'll measure crankshaft center line and do all that stuff and make sure we get the motor setting up correctly. But I think it's going to be good. I think it'll be good. We'll make all new mounting tabs to mount our front end off here. So we'll run the steel front end, have it mount up front with a Christmas tree, and then here we'll put some more Zeus rails so we can make sure it is mounted on there securely. Overall, I think it's an upgrade. What do you think, David? I mean, you saw the back. You saw David was on holding the camera when it wrecked. He said, "Oh my God," because David's in here every day with me. We're working on shit, and he's like, we were knocking him down. We're like, hell yeah, the shop's getting more room. He's like, damn, that's more work. So the Bad Apple's back. We got a new Bad Apple, and I'm excited for what's to come with it. Guys, comment down below what upgrades you think we need to do from the last Bad Apple to this Bad Apple. Let us know. Obviously, we're going to make sure it's safe. We're going to put some padding over here per match request on the X brace. He said his knee is bothering him really bad.
There's some pool noodles up in there.
Yeah, some pool noodles. I'm padding this bar here. We're going to stick a Race Tech seat in there so it'll have our head containment and everything. And then, yeah, we'll just go through, make sure. I mean, can't skip anything with the safety stuff. We'd be stupid if we did, because out here racing these cars, anytime you take it down track, you have the ability to wreck it. So I think that this is a badass little piece. It'll be nice once we get up on the lift and start putting stuff in there. If you guys are really like chassis nerds and it's up on the lift and you see us put the transmission in, you guys will really be able to see the floor structure underneath and see how nice it really is. And I think this thing's going to fly. This thing should go quite quick. So yeah, the Bad Apple's coming back. For those of you guys that thought we were going to retire the Bad Apple, hell no, we're not going Bad Apple 2.0. This is going to be the Bad Apple, and we're just going to take the other one, get rid of it, because it's damaged, stick this one in there, and start making passes. So that's all we got going on here at Ellis Nasty. Hope you guys have a wonderful Monday. It is double entry day today on this beautiful Monday, so go to ellisnasty.com. We're in our last week of the giveaway, so you guys better hurry up, get your entries before you can't get entered to win that Trailblazer. Be sure to check out tomorrow's video. We got a lot of fab stuff going on, working on stuff, pulling motors, putting motors in, putting transmissions in, new converters, all this stuff going on here at Ellis Nasty. You guys do not want to miss it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Go down and click that subscribe button. We'll see you guys in tomorrow's upload.